Hey you guys, so today's gonna be another personal vlog and this is gonna be all about my adoption. So let's get started. Okay, so I was born in a city, obviously, in a city called Valencia, Venezuela. Well, Valencia in the country of Venezuela, the beautiful country of Venezuela in South America. And this is the story I was told. Okay. My birth mom and her husband were, had a family and they had a bunch of kids. I think it was 4 or 5 kids before me. And then she ended the relationship with this, with her husband, the father of her kids. And then what happened was the father, okay, so then they weren't that close anymore. And then she had a relationship with this other man who is my birth father. Okay. So I never met him or her or anybody. So I'm just letting you guys know that ahead of time because I always get asked that like all the time. And nor do I have any desire to. But okay, anyway, so then that's what happened. And so she became pregnant, when she was having a relationship with this other man. And yeah, and then she found out she was pregnant. And now the story I was told, apparently my grandfather, her father, my birth mother's father, didn't approve of it. Like he thought I was gonna be too white. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty tan. I don't know how much whiter or darker I could get, but I don't know. I don't know if my brothers and sisters were maybe even darker than me. I don't know. That's what he said. He said I was too white and I wouldn't fit in or something. I don't know. Like it'd be too noticeable or something. I don't know. Now on my birth certificate it says white, but like I think in Latin countries that means that like Spanish white. I don't think that means Caucasian. I don't think so. So I don't really think of myself as half white because I don't think I'm half white. I think I'm just Hispanic, Spanish, Venezuelan, Latin. But I do think that my birth father was light-skinned Spanish, I think. Another reason also I think that maybe he had lighter eyes because when I was born for the first, I think 10 days or something, I had dark blue eyes. Now I have dark brown eyes, but of course I'm wearing colored contacts and now I have gray eyes. But my natural eyes are dark brown and when I was born they were dark, like sapphire blue from what I was told. Yeah. But anyway, so my parents that I've always known since day one, they couldn't have kids for some reason. So they tried, and this was in the 80s. They tried and it just didn't work out. So my dad and my mom were living in Venezuela at the time, and for work. And my dad and mom were like, let's adopt a Venezuelan child, and start a family. So my dad in his office, at work was like, I'm looking for a child. You guys know anything, how I can get started? And my birth mom's family friend was one of my dad's co-workers at the office in Venezuela. And he said, I know somebody who's looking to give up a baby for adoption. And he's like, great. So it all got set up. And my mom was pregnant. They met. And it just all got planned. So it was pre-planned and anything. I was never in an orphanage. I wasn't adopted at 3 or 4 or 5. It was all completely day one. And I just really had no idea. That's one of the reasons I didn't know. Because it was just like, I don't remember anything else. So day one, I was, my birth dad, I don't think he was really part of the process for what I'm told. And I never met anybody. And I was born January 26th, 1989, and, which would make me 26. And the next day, my parents came to my mom's house and got me, and I think it was the next day or the day, I don't know, anyway, right away pretty much. And then they got me, and did all the paperwork, and made everything official, and yeah, easy breezy cover girl. Easy breezy beautiful cover girl. So that's how it all worked out. But the one thing that I wish had been different is I wish my parents had told me little by little as I got older. They never did that. My dad wanted to tell me when I was 18, or maybe not even at all. Because my dad's way of thinking is, I'm his child. And you know what's so funny is, I was looking at my dad's photographs when he was younger, like 7 or 11 years old, when he was a younger child. And we look very similar, which is kind of weird. So that was kind of funny. And people always tell me that I look like a mix of my mom and dad. So anyway, you never know, you know, so it just goes to show that genetics don't really mean anything, you know. I look like my parents, and they're not my biological parents, but anyway, I don't even think about it because honestly, like, they're the parents I've always known, so they're my parents. And yeah, I just don't really have any feeling towards my birth family. I don't really, yeah, I'm putting my nail in my ear and scratching it. I always do that. It's like I always do that. Okay. But yeah, so I don't really have any feeling to meet them. I don't know. I don't really speak Spanish. Lord knows I've tried in junior high and high school. Just didn't take. It wasn't meant to be. But anyway, so the rest of the story is I kept asking, you know, why aren't there pictures of my mom pregnant, you know, and they just kept telling me the story that I wasn't adopted. Oh yeah. So yeah, that was the story. They didn't tell me yet. Yeah, they didn't tell me. And then finally, I kind of had to, I kept pressing and pressing. I told my mom, like, okay, tell me the truth. So she revealed to me that I was. And it was like a bombshell. I was like, and it kind of changed everything. I was 14 when this happened. And it just kind of was a shock for me to handle it. It really changed everything. I really wish they would have told me step by step. The way that they thought was like that I would feel like I wasn't wanted, and so I understand that way. But personally, if I ever adopt kids, I will tell them slowly. Like, oh, you were a gift, you're special, and that kind of stuff, you know. But anyway, whatever. So she told me, and then I almost had to like beg my dad to tell me because he just kept going on with the story, and he's like, okay, finally, he just kind of was like, okay, well, you know, she knows, so might as well just confess. So yeah. Anyway, so that is pretty much that, and ever since then, you know, I've been telling people, and it's a pretty cool story. So yeah, that is my story. Yeah. So if you have any further questions that I didn't discuss in this video, write them in the comment section below, and I will include them in maybe like another Q&A video that I do, because I do those once a week or so. So yeah, any comments, questions, leave them in the comment section below. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed and you want to, definitely subscribe for more vlogs and Q&As and beauty, fashion. I do it all on this channel, so subscribe and stay a while. And add me on Shots, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, like my Facebook fan page. Links will be in the description box below this video. And until next time, stay fierce and fabulous. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye, you guys.